Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Retirement Briefing. I'm really glad you're here with me today. Please take a moment, settle in, maybe put down that cup of coffee, because what I'm about to share could directly affect your peace of mind and your monthly budget in a very real way. I don't say that lightly. This is one of those updates that actually matters, not just headlines, not just noise, but information that reaches straight into your wallet and your day-to-day life. Now, let me be very clear right from the start. This update is important for millions of American seniors because it involves Social Security payments, cost of living adjustments, Medicare deductions, and what you should realistically expect to see deposited into your bank account right now. And I know, especially after the holidays, money feels tighter than usual. Gifts, travel, higher grocery bills, heating costs, prescriptions, it all adds up. And when you're living on a fixed income, even small changes feel big. I've been hearing from so many of you. Emails, comments, messages saying, "Am I getting paid on time? Why does my amount look different? Did my COLA disappear? Is Medicare taking more again?" And I want you to know something. You're not confused because you're doing something wrong. You're confused because the system is complicated, and it doesn't always explain itself very well. That's why I'm here talking to you directly like a neighbor would, or a family member who wants to make sure you're not left guessing. So let's walk through this calmly, clearly, and point by point, so by the end of this video, you know exactly what's happening, why it's happening, and what you can do about it. Now, here's the big headline everyone's been asking about. Social Security payments are going out on schedule, but the amounts many seniors are seeing have changed, and not everyone understands why. Some of that change is good news, and some of it feels a little frustrating if we're being honest. First, let's talk about payment timing, because that's where the anxiety usually starts. If you receive Social Security retirement benefits, or SSDI, your payment date is based on your birthday. If your birthday falls between the 21st and the 31st of the month, your payment comes on the fourth Wednesday. That schedule does not change just because we had holidays. The Social Security Administration adjusts behind the scenes so that payments still arrive on time. So if you're in that group, your deposit is coming exactly when it should. No delay. No skipped payment. Now, SSI is a little different, and this is where people often think something went wrong when it actually didn't. SSI payments normally go out on the first of the month. But when the first falls on a weekend or a federal holiday, that payment comes early. That means many SSI recipients already received their January payment before the end of December. And I want to slow down here because this causes a lot of stress. If you get SSI and Social Security, those are two separate payments, on two separate schedules. Getting one earlier does not mean the other is missing. It just means the calendar shifted. I've talked to seniors who spent days worrying, thinking money was gone, when it was really just the timing. And I hate that anyone has to feel that kind of worry. Now let's talk about the amount, because this is the heart of the issue. The cost of living adjustment for this year has kicked in. On paper, that's a positive thing. It means Social Security benefits increased to help keep up with inflation. For many of you, that increase is noticeable when you compare December to January. But then comes the part that doesn't feel so good. Medicare. Medicare Part B premiums increased, and for most seniors, that premium is automatically deducted from your Social Security check before you ever see the money. So while your gross benefit went up, your net deposit may not feel like much of a raise at all. Some of you might be thinking, "I thought I got a COLA, so why does this look almost the same?" And that's a fair question. Here's what's really happening. Your Social Security benefit increases, then Medicare takes its share. If Medicare went up by $10 a month, that's $10 less of your raise that actually reaches your bank account. This isn't Social Security taking something back. It's just how the system is set up. And I believe you deserve to understand that clearly, not discover it by surprise when you check your balance. Let me give you a real-life example, because numbers on paper don't always feel real. Let's say you were receiving $1,800 a month before the increase. With the new adjustment, your benefit goes up. But then Medicare is deducted. By the time everything settles, the amount hitting your account might only be $50 or $60 more than before. Over a year, that still helps. But month to month, it doesn't always feel like relief when prices at the grocery store are still climbing. Now, I want to talk to those of you who are still working part-time, because this is another area where people get caught off guard. If you are below your full retirement age and you earn over the annual limit, Social Security can temporarily withhold part of your benefit. This doesn't mean you lose the money forever, but it can reduce what you receive right now. I've heard from viewers who thought there was a mistake, when in reality it was the earnings rule being applied automatically. Once you reach full retirement age, that limit disappears completely. You can earn as much as you want, and your benefits are no longer reduced. But until then, it's very important to track your income so there are no surprises. Now let's talk briefly about SSDI, because I know many of you rely on disability benefits and you need certainty. SSDI follows the same birthday-based payment schedule as retirement benefits, unless you started receiving benefits before a certain date, in which case your payment comes on the 3rd of the month. And here's something reassuring. When SSDI converts to retirement benefits at full retirement age, the amount stays the same. Nothing is taken away. It's just a label change in the system. I want you to hear that clearly, because fear thrives in uncertainty, and there's no need for fear here. Let me also address veterans, because I receive a lot of questions from those of you who served. A disability compensation does not reduce your Social Security or SSDI. They are separate systems. You earned both. If you receive a needs-based VA pension and SSI, there can be interactions, but standard VA disability and Social Security work together without penalty, and if anyone ever tells you otherwise, please question it and verify. Now let's talk about taxes, and I know nobody enjoys this part. But avoiding it doesn't make it go away. Depending on your total income, some of your Social Security benefits may be taxable. That doesn't mean you automatically owe taxes every month, but it does mean you should plan. Some seniors choose to have taxes withheld directly so they're not surprised later. Others prefer to handle it when they file. The key is knowing your situation, not guessing. I also want to mention spousal benefits because too many people miss out simply because no one explained it to them. If you're married or even divorced after a long marriage, you may be eligible for benefits based on your spouse's work record. That can significantly increase your monthly income. This is real money, and it's money you earned by supporting a household, raising a family, and building a life together. Before we wrap up, I want to talk from the heart for a moment. If you're struggling even with Social Security, you're not alone, and you're not failing. There are programs designed to help seniors with food, heating, prescriptions, and housing costs. Asking for help is not weakness. It's survival with dignity. You paid into this system your entire working life, and you deserve stability and respect. So here's the bottom line, my friends. Payments are coming on schedule. Amounts have changed, mostly because of COLA increases and Medicare adjustments. If something looks off, don't panic. Give your bank time, then verify. And most importantly, stay informed because information is power, especially when you're living on a fixed income. I hope today's update brought you clarity and a little peace of mind. If it did, please take a second to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who might be worrying right now. This is Retirement Briefing, and my promise to you is simple. I'll keep breaking this down, calmly and honestly, so you never feel left in the dark about your benefits. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you very soon in the next update.